Let's move on to number 8.
Number 8.
All right, we head back to New York. I didn't know what to do with music with you, so I went Brooklyn.
But honestly, yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Like, you sort of nailed like late 90s or hip hop.
Well, yeah.
I don't know what that was because I'm not
sort of. Yeah.
literate, but
I was like,
that was sort of my jam. It was like early 90s, late 80s, early 90s hip hop. So
that actually was, yes. So we'll go with that. Allison and Chris, Underdogs. First of all, Allison, thank you again for hosting us at your lovely home for our Sister City gathering. And I've gotten a bunch of emails saying, when's our next one? So that's coming this weekend. I'm busy. No, I'm going to get it this weekend. And the part of this that has been most rewarding is I got a note from somebody saying, I think I got like 2 deals. Like I'm working together with a couple of people from that whole thing. And so that's all we care about is number one, serving our members, but also trying to create these opportunities of serendipity where people can work together and grow together and thrive together. So very, very stoked about that. Now, the 3 of us first met in Cannes at my secret little hideaway that nobody knows about.
Totally.
Don't say anything.
I'm not saying it.
No,
like how French was that place? Yeah. It was what, 9 a.m, and it's one of those coffee shops meets cigarette shops, and
100%.
You do it. Yeah. It's fantastic. It's local. It's my favorite place. But the point I'm trying to make is you were trying to figure out what the hell I was doing. Conversely, I was trying to figure out what the hell you were doing. So give us a snapshot of Eden Collective.
Sure. Chris and I were riffing about this morning, and he actually said something pretty great. So I'm going to let him take that.
Yeah. I mean, so as we're going through it, we're like, I was thinking back to like agency days where we're like looking at buying models and we're saying, oh, this is how people are buying.
Client buying models.
Yeah.
Clients by agencies.
Yeah. How are people buying? What are they RFPing for? Let's make sure that we have the right deliverable to go into that. And what we find ourselves dealing with, like, we'll talk to like these search consultants and they're like, we have no idea what you are. We've never seen an RFP for your services. And we're like, well, that's, it's because like what we do, it's not out there in the public, but when we find people who really like get what we do, it's like kindred spirits, like come together. We actually gel. We have collaborations that just last. Like,
Chris, you might want to explain what we do because
it's
not viable.
Yeah.
So we built it. So like we built Eden based on sort of an industry insight, very specifically, not around enterprise brands, but around like late stage startup, mid-market brands. But a lot of the brands we work with are starting with like 1%, 6% unaided brand awareness. They're brands in the middle market. Some people in the coasts will know them. They're brands back in the day.
Erewhon.
Farmer's Dog or
yeah. I just think Erewhon's funny.
Purology.
Purology. Yes. Oh my God.
And then speaking of collaboration, collaboration with our other indie agency partners. We do a ton of collaboration with other indie agency partners.
Yep.
And we sort of saw a broken agency model in the marketplace. If you think about what they're buying in media agency services, and I spent 20 years in creative agency side.
Yes, you did.
But I sort of saw this need on the media agency side where the thing that is valued, the thing that is priced is media buying. And the thing that becomes very absent for the middle market clients is we're paying for media buying, but what we're then missing is a layer of strategy and a layer of what I'll call business analytics. People confuse us as a performance media agency, but that's not true. Right. We are an agency that helps brands, particularly mid-market brands, build out media plans in a way that delivers business outcomes. And that's why we become so popular among sort of the creative agency partnership set, because a lot of agencies are out there talking about creative media, and that's true. And on a rare occasion, you'll get a viral spark, and that's really lucky. But most brands, as great as the creative is, most brands need the support of paid distribution to get there. And then what we see a lot of is a lot of vanity metrics. And they're saying that, well, we don't want to do performance media. We agree. We think performance media is a dirty word for a reason. We like to talk about media performance. How do we get your brilliant creative out there? How do we get brilliant creative ideas out there in a way that delivers commercial outcomes?
And that's the thing, because like performance media, it's really about like connecting numbers through a platform. You're stuck in these systems. You're subsidizing the Googles and the Metas of the world, right? Every dollar that doesn't convert is just going into building and funding their algorithms. And, you know, that's what we found is like, you can get stuck in that, but no one's really bringing it together for the middle market to say, okay, what's the like big idea? What's the big idea? How are we connecting creative to audience? What's that going to do to your business? So you get the planning, you got the analytics, you bring it together. We know we can already chart a course to where we're going, right? We build the expectation through the analytics to say, here's what's actually going to happen to your business. Here's what's going to happen to those platform numbers, right? We might come in and say, you know what? Your Facebook ROAS, it's going to drop.
Your performance media is going to start looking like it sucks.
Yeah.
But you're going to
the impact. No, that's.
But we don't buy media. And that's
no. And that's the thing. You got no.
Don't buy media.
Yeah.
So
you don't
know how to buy sometimes until we meet the client that's like, oh my God, we didn't know something like you existed. We need this. Creative agencies, we didn't know you existed. We need this. We have partners who can buy our media.
Yeah.
But we don't have the thought leadership around how we should be investing media the right way against the right metrics that matter.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no. I got you. And that's great because there's that makes it agnostic. You know, the only dog you have in the hunt is helping a client, which I would argue is pretty much all of our members here. So talk about in your entry. All right, Allison, you were told to lower your bar and that you were too bossy. Okay, that sort of stands out. Please explain.
Yeah. So
you're trying to be diplomatic now. Please continue.
Well, no one was. So I'm not going to name names, but it was my first time. I grew up at Digitas, sort of on the digital product. Sort of the digital producty side. And this is pre-Publicis. This is like early Digitas. And it was sort of like that, it was a lot of ex-Bain consultants. And so, it was all about like excellence. And I pivoted over to the creative agency side. And as soon as I got to a creative agency, I was taken out one day. And they were in a period of earnout, and the head of project management and I became good friends. And she like took me out for a drink and like put her arm around me and was like,
I remember this.
Let me give you some advice. You got to lower your bar in order to like succeed here. And I was like,
you're like, no, thanks.
It was like a consistent thing. It was like me arguing with the finance team. I'm like, but this work isn't good. And by the way, this was creative agency side, it was the media agency side.
Right.
And, Chris and I have stayed independent. We've stayed entirely self-funded.
Yeah.
We don't have external advisors, because if we feel like we need to put 10 more days into the work to make it brilliant and to get to, we do. We invest what we need to only do. And that's why our client retention rates are, sort of way above the norm. Clients tend to not leave us, and
Greg Lewis.
Hey, Greg.
Yeah. I'm just going to leave it here for people to enjoy.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah. That's exactly what it is. And, in some sense, clients, I got yelled at by a CEO of a new client, in a pitch meeting where he's like, yeah. Everyone says that there's sort of like, there's a purity to what we do.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, I think
Yeah.
the purity comes back to like Greg's point, right? Like, what do you do at these hold codes? You know, as you advance in your
What
career,
is it you say you would do here? You do
right? Like,
here.
you don't think about media. You don't think about the problem, right? You think about how you can outsource to India, how you can like retain people without giving them raises. And at the end of the day, like we actually like this, you know, like we got into this.
Well, then you should have identified as a weirdo.
We thought about it, you know,
Hey,
like
you're underdog.
we're in the room with the CEO every week, you know, of our clients. And these are CEOs of 300 million, 500 million dollar companies, you know.
Yeah. No, I get it.
We're in the work.
You're in the work. I like that. I'm going to thank you both again.
Thank you
for support and congratulations. Number 8 was my soccer number. So there you go. It's good luck.
Thanks so much, Doug.
All right. Thank you
really
again.
We love what you're doing.
Thank you. Appreciate it.